Well, what can I say? It's Marquez's first ever race finished not on the podium. It was going to happen sometime, I suppose. But Marquez didn't win, and who better to take it from him than Pedrosa? I mean, if you were Pedrosa and you were seeing your teammate on virtually the same bike every single race come first, miles ahead of the pack, I mean, that's a damage to your confidence. And to take the Czech Grand Prix from him must just be, it must be what wonders for Producer's confidence and his riding ability. And I'm really pleased for him. He's had a hard time. I mean, he's in the top four most of the time. He performs really well every week. But obviously he doesn't get the credit he deserves because Marquez is absolutely slamming it. I mean, one of my favourite moments of the race actually was seeing Rossi hunt down Marquez. I mean, I'm a Marquez fan, but I bet the whole paddock was cheering that fight on. Another notable event in the race was when Iannone hit Marquez with 18 laps to go, forced him wide. It was a proper scrap going on between Iannone and Marquez, where they both hit each other in different corners. It was almost like a scrap, but on motorcycles, like a full-on fight. And while we're talking about Ducatis, actually, it was great to see the Ducati team in showing they have form. I mean, Iannone and Dovizioso showed great form, and coming 5th and 6th must be pretty enlightening for them, to be honest with you, after the troubles that the Ducatis have had in the current season. But Cal Crutchlow crashed again. I mean, I like Cal, don't get me wrong, but he really needs to start delivering if he wants to stay in MotoGP. I mean, I know he had a torrid time at the end of Yamaha and he moved to Ducati, but a lot of us said, you know, why are you even going to Ducati? No one really understood why, apart from the allure of greed and money. But he hasn't proved any of us wrong. He hasn't stood up to the plate and shown us that he was right. And, not finishing. When you've got the Ducati sister team, Pramac, coming 5th, and you're crashing out again, it's terrible, really. I mean, he really has to step up to the plate here. But it was great to see Dovizioso in 6th as well. I mean, they really had a battle between the Pramac team and the factory Ducati team, and that was fantastic to see. To be honest with you, one of my other favourite riders, Bradley Smith, we didn't get to see much of him this race. There wasn't much footage of him, and I think it's just because he got his head down. He just got his head down and rode a race, and he came in 9th, which, is kind of average, and I'm sure he would have been a bit disappointed with that. But it's a good effort yet again, and it just shows, I think, that he's definitely one that will come up through the ranks. So just to recap the results, there's Danny Pedrosa in 1st, followed by Lorenzo, Rossi, Marquez, then Iannone, followed by Dovizioso, 5th and 6th. Stefan Prado comes in at 7th, Espargaro 8th, Smith 9th, and Bautista in 10th. And obviously, Cal Crutchlow did not finish. And the only other notable, in my opinion, would be Scott Redding in at 11th. That leaves Marc Marquez still leaving the championship on 263 points to Danny Pedrosa's 186 points.